Alright, so recently I did a video at a Minnesota State Park. And the purpose of me being at the state park is because I was going to go there, I was going to eat a dinner, and I was going to talk to you guys about current events and how I didn't want to focus on the doom and gloom. I wanted to focus on being out in nature and enjoying the things that we enjoy. And that didn't work. And so I'm going to show you the video that I made, and then I want to explain it after the fact. So watch this, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it. Hey, this is Corey from Wolfpack Woodcraft. In today's video, I'm just doing a little update. I'm going to take some pictures here. I'm just on a nature walk, just on a day hike. There's a lot of places that still are not open. You cannot camp there. You can't. I was going to make dinner here, but I can't make dinner here. All the day use areas are closed. So I'm just hiking, and I'm going to take some pictures, and hopefully you enjoy it. I was supposed to sit down and have dinner, but I'm not allowed to leave the trail. I'm not allowed to use any of the buildings or fireplaces, or I'm not allowed to do anything really. So I'm just going to take some pictures, and hopefully you enjoy them, and I can't wait to see you on my next video. Alright, so the plan, like I said, was to go eat dinner, talk about how I don't want to focus on the doom and gloom. I wanted to focus on nature, enjoying the woods, gear, all the fun stuff, right? Well, the reason I was in a state park to begin with is because the places that I enjoy going to are closed. I'm not allowed to be there. And I don't want to film myself in places I'm not supposed to be. And so I figured, because of the global events taking place, that the state parks will not be as packed as they typically are. Usually they're packed full of tourists and locals, and they're just packed full of people. And that's not how I enjoy being out in nature. That's not my cup of tea. I like being by myself. I like being in small groups. I don't like being in mass groups of people. And so I typically avoid state parks, but I figured this would be a pass because they are open and I can do what I need to do. And because of the way things are, there should be a place for me to go with not that many people. Well, when I got there, there was nobody there. There were people camping. You can make reservations and you can camp there, but you are limited to your campsite. You're not really allowed to go anywhere else or do anything. You're just camping in your little campsite. And the reason I know that is because when I got there, I was met immediately by a park ranger. He asked me if I had any reservations. I told him no. I was just there for the day use. And luckily I had my camera bag. I had all my camera gear, and I was getting my camera out when he showed up. And he's like, "Oh, you're a photographer." And I was like, "Yeah," you know. And he's like, "All right, well, just so you know, you're not allowed to use any of the buildings or the beach or the docks or anything." And I was like, "Oh, that's fine. I'm just going to take some pictures and shoot some video and then probably eat dinner." And he's like, no, you can't eat dinner. You can't have any open flame. You can't use any of the picnic tables. You can't do anything. You can only use the trail. You can walk the trail. You can use the trail all you want, but you can't be anywhere else. You can't do anything else. It's just the trail that's open. And so I was like, okay. And that made things really weird. This time last year, if I went to a state park and it was empty, it'd be my lucky day. Like a dream would have come true that I get the state park all to myself. It would have been awesome. But this time it was different. This time it was eerie, and it just like all this stuff just hit me at one time because I really haven't been affected by the global events. I don't know anybody that's gotten sick. The rioting did affect some people that I know, but it worked itself out. And this was the first time where I personally experienced the world changing. Okay, there were signs everywhere with the rules. There were signs telling everybody to stay away from each other. It was dead. It was dead. The beach was empty. The docks were empty. There was nobody fishing. There was nobody swimming, which is, I've never seen that in my entire life. I've never seen an empty beach, ever. Even in the middle of the night, there are people swimming in the beach. Like in Minnesota, the lakes are packed all the time. Doesn't matter what lake it is. There's boats, there's tubing, there's jet skiing, there's people swimming, there's fishing, there's like the lakes are the big escape. That's like the biggest attraction. Like everybody, like if you live in Minnesota and it's summertime, you're in the lake. And it was empty. And it didn't feel natural. It didn't feel, it almost didn't feel real. And yeah, so I went there because I didn't want to focus on the doom and gloom, and I got thrown right into the doom and gloom. I didn't feel comfortable. I felt like I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. And yeah, that's what happened. And so I did. I took some pictures. I made that quick little video because I want to make something. I have to show up, right? You guys expect me to show up. I expect you guys to like, share, comment. I like talking to you guys. I like that we can learn and grow together. And that's why I make these videos. And if I stop showing up, we stop learning and we stop growing together. And so I want to show up. I want to keep making videos. But it's getting hard to make the videos that I want to make because, like I said, the places I want to be are closed. The things that I want to do, we're not allowed to do. And I don't want to film myself doing things that we're not supposed to do. And so, for the game plan right now, because I think the stay at home, but the stay safe order has been extended yet again. But the plan now is I'm going to review gear. I have a camping room full of gear that I have reviewed or that I didn't review because I didn't like it, or things that just are still sitting on the shelf that I want to review that I haven't yet. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going in there, grabbing something, and either making a comparison video or a recommendation video, whether I recommend it or if I upgrade it, or I'm just going to talk about gear, which means a lot more videos sitting here at the table. But I think that they are going to be helpful because I can point out things that maybe you haven't noticed before. Maybe I can give my point of view on gear that you guys haven't thought of before. And so hopefully I can continue to bring you guys value in those videos. As soon as I can be in the woods, I will be in the woods. Like I said, I need that escape just as much as everybody else. I need that break. I thought that the state park was going to give me that break and it didn't. But I'm still looking for it. I'm still going to try. I'm still going to do my best to get out there, get in that dirt time, and hopefully you guys enjoy the gear reviews coming in the near future. So with that being said, leave any knowledge or questions in the comment section. We're all going through this together. We are all suffering at some point, whether it's from this, that, or the next thing. And so if you want to talk about it, leave it in the comment section. And I cannot wait to see you on my next video.